Dear colleagues, welcome in 2017. Let me give you, in the next 20 so minutes, a short update about what we have in plan for you for the next 12 months. If we look at Business by Design, one of the key topics for 2017 will be that we have a crystal clear portfolio strategy in SAP when it comes to enterprise resource planning. As you can see in this slide, we will serve the larger enterprises and our very large enterprises with S4 in the cloud or on-premise. We will serve in the mid-market, and we simply draw a line at 1,500 employees. That varies a little bit from country to country. Below 1,500 is ByDesign land, and below Business by Design we have our very successful SAP Business One. So Business by Design is SAP's true SaaS public cloud multi-tenancy cloud offering that we will use for the years to come. Business by Design has been built for two purposes. Number one, to serve mid-sized companies like Celanova, like Devialet, and thousands of others who are using Business by Design as of today. Also, non-traditional companies like, and I've added here for the soccer fans, the first soccer club Nuremberg, who are using Business by Design since quite a few years very successfully. In addition, we can serve subsidiaries of large enterprises. If headquarters is using S4, then also it's a good idea to consider S4 for the subsidiaries. If, for example, for budget reasons, smaller subsidiaries can't go for the full-blown SAP S4 or Business Suite implementation, then ByDesign may be a good choice, like Shell did it for Vietnam, Hilti for Oman, or ThyssenKrupp is using ByDesign in Poland, or Merck is using ByDesign in Tunisia. 2016, once again, has been a very successful year for Business by Design. And I've just brought you some of the KPIs. I think the interesting ones are ByDesign is now deployed in 109 countries. That is a real great accomplishment and speaks to the worldwide adoption of Business by Design. 268 million accounting documents are stored in Business by Design today. I don't want to go through all of the numbers. They speak for themselves. The last one is one which I'm observing a lot and which is very important for me. These are the 2,641 add-ons. These are add-ons that either our customers or our partners build, and they are part of the productive Business by Design environment. So that speaks to the dual nature of Business by Design. On the one side, Business by Design is our cloud ERP application, like you may know it. On the other side, Business by Design is a platform on which companies and partners can build simple things from easy integration scenarios like integrating with the credit card solutions, but we also have partners who build, for example, a full-blown plant maintenance solution on top of this platform. Therefore, this duality is extremely important for me because only the partners can close the last mile and really deliver what the customer would like to see. Therefore, all of these numbers are important, and the platform nature will play a vital role also in the years to come. If we look at Business by Design in 2017, it continues what we've prepared for the last couple of years. If you would go back to the similar presentation in 2016, I said it is absolutely important that we get Business by Design on SAP's latest technology platform. And latest technology platform in SAP simply means you must run on HANA. Therefore, I'm really happy and I'm super proud of our amazing operations team who migrated all customers last year from the existing MaxDB and T-Rex storage environment over to SAP HANA database. And we can now start to leverage all of these amazing HANA capabilities that the HANA organization has put into that solution. So that step was absolutely vital. The next step will follow and will be continued in 2017. That is the transition away from today's Silverlight user interface over to our beautiful FIORI HTML5 user interface. Again, we are reusing SAP technology. We are using the FIORI style guides as well as the UI5 libraries, but we've added a lot of capabilities that you are used to from Business ByDesign. We focus, and I talked about that a minute ago, on the platform capabilities. Therefore, making it easier to extend, making it accessible through whatever kind of tools you want to use is a key priority. We focus on the implementation times. I say here I've seen lots of projects where the initial implementations of financials, order to cash, procure to pay was done in 8 to 12 weeks. And I recommend to all of my customers, go live as fast as you can, because then you know exactly what you're doing and you can plan for the next step ahead of you. So Business ByDesign is absolutely future-proof. I'm convinced that we are now 100% on the right technology platform with the underlying HANA database, with the NetWeaver technology stack, and with the FIORI user interface. So that was very important for me, and you will see it in the demo in a few minutes, how that really looks like. So 2017 is the year where we accelerate big time. You will hear a lot about Business ByDesign. You will hear a lot from customers, how they are using Business ByDesign. So we are going big time after the cloud ERP market, in the higher end with S4, in the mid-market with Business ByDesign, in the low end with Business One Cloud. Therefore, let's take a look at the roadmap and what have we planned. As you know, I'm only allowed to disclose always the rolling 4 quarters for revenue recognition reasons. Obviously, we also have a 2 years roadmap, a 3 years roadmap, a 5 years roadmap. You know that we are working, for example, very closely with Intel to know what is coming on the hardware side. We work with a lot of research organizations to also know exactly what is happening in the field of machine learning, what is happening in the area of the bots, what is happening in all of the adjacent areas of the Internet of Things. So expect to see more of that area, even if it's not yet spelled out explicitly in the ByDesign roadmap. The ByDesign roadmap is built up of certain sections, and if you go to www.sap.com/roadmaps cross topics, then you can look up the Business ByDesign roadmap for yourself. And the key sections are, number 1, innovations based on customer feedback. We receive a lot of input from our live customers, specifically through the SAP Ideas Place, on what we should do. These are typically not the big ticket items. These are smaller things, but they are super important. Therefore, we always dedicate a significant block of our investment budgets to those things which come in via the Ideas Place. The second topic is, and that is simply we follow where our customers are going, and many of our customers say, we are fairly good in selling solutions, we are fairly good in selling our products, we are fairly good in selling services, but we believe that we can do a lot more, number 1, in services as a whole, number 2, in everything which is considered post-sales. One of my flagship customers here is Lloyd's Register. Lloyd's Register will deploy Business ByDesign eventually in 90 countries, 90. And they run a worldwide services business. So they have a lot of intercompany operations, people traveling from one country to another, servicing a ship and then traveling back. So all of these business processes will be mapped into Business ByDesign. I also see the same requirements from my heavy machinery customers who say, at the end of the day, we could give the machines away. We make the money with the services. And the services is where we differentiate ourselves from competition. So therefore, a lot of investment in that area. Growing the localization and being legally compliant is a key topic in each and every year. This year we have a lot of work ahead of us with IFRS 15. India is getting a new goods and services tax system. South Korea needs attention, and so on and so on. So there are a lot of things which need to be done. Integration and enablement. Integration and enablement predominantly stands for the openness of business by design and how partners use the platform to build that what you really want to see. And last but not least, I've already talked about it a bit, technology, performance and usability. These are areas where you never reach a steady state, where it's a constant struggle, where you can always get better, and therefore they play a vital role on our roadmap. If we quickly look into what has happened in 2016, yes, we are the complete ERP suite, and we are servicing both professional services companies as companies in 30 other industries, and they predominantly use Business by Design in a, let's call it, industry-agnostic ERP kernel way. So therefore, that is important. We have the digital platform that we need to provide so that you can build out all of the scenarios, and I've talked about the user interface and HANA. The planned innovations are the customer feedback. I've talked about that, and that will also be the theme for the years to come when we then grow also more integrations into different parts of the SAP Cloud Services portfolio, just to mention the integration into Concur or the integration into SuccessFactors and then Ariba, and so on and so on. So the innovations based on customer feedback, I don't want to talk you through all of the line items. You can see here, many of them are not the big ticket items, but they are important things that we would like to see or that you would like to see, like fixed asset enhancement, multi-step approval for sales and service contracts, general ledger handlings, and so on and so on. The whole topic of landed cost is something that is with us now for quite a while, and we have a good solution in place now, also based on the feedback that I receive from my customers. But therefore, it is so important that we always have this category of customer feedback, and based on customer feedback, we develop new capabilities and round-offs in Business by Design. Innovations for the service-centric business. This is everything that I've talked about earlier, where companies orchestrate their service businesses. And service businesses typically mean that you need to have intercompany capabilities, that one part of the organization provides a service and is tasked by another part of the organization. So you want seamless processes there. You want things like effortless time recording. You want to be able to track all of the service activities, what have happened, and you want always complete financial transparency on what is happening, either based on the service order or based in the project. Therefore, that is a key theme for this year. If I take a look forward, I hope that by the end of 2017, beginning 2018, we will be in a really very good state then with a services-oriented business. And I can foresee that we will shift a lot more then to the supply chain management, to the manufacturing companies. There are a lot of topics which we would love to work on and deliver more to our customers there. Localizations and legal requirements, I already talked about IFRS 15. We have, in a lot of countries, work to do in the area of value-added tax calculation and withholding tax calculations, for example, to enable our customer Merck to deploy Business by Design in Tunisia. The withholding tax is an important topic there. One of the key things in 2017 will be that we provide you not only with a tool with which you can produce your own country versions, we also provide you now with tooling to translate Business by Design into other languages that you may need. Most of my customers don't want to do full-blown translations of Business by Design. It's typically Like one customer told me recently, they are deploying Business ByDesign in Sweden, and they say, we have 3 ladies in the warehouse, they don't speak English. Therefore, we need to select a number of work centers, a number of work center views, and that is exactly what the partial translation tool will be able to do for you. So that will be available early 2017. To the second half of 2017, we will even offer you an integration into the SAP Translation Hub. So you can reuse existing translation language pairs, which we've produced over the last 30 years, and simplify translation into foreign languages there quite a bit. We are also looking into right-to-left capabilities, so to support Hebrew and Arabic character sets. So a lot of work going on there, and it's an ongoing topic for us for the years to come. Innovations and enablement, you see here the key integration scenarios that we want to deliver. Number 1, into the success factors world, because specifically in the professional services industry, their most important assets are the human beings that are working for them, who they are working with, and therefore you pretty often need advanced HR capabilities that we don't have in Business ByDesign, like e-recruiting, e-talent management, e-goal management, or the e-learning platform. But through the acquisition of SuccessFactors, we have that. Therefore, we integrate first into Employee Central, and from Employee Central then into further components. The same thing, as my customers go global, I can't support expense and reimbursement management out of ByDesign in each and every country. That just doesn't make sense. Also because my customers develop an enormous appetite to not only file an expense report, but also to do the necessary booking around it and all of the analytics. Therefore, the integration into our industry-leading Concur solution is absolutely important for us, and I know quite a large number of customers who are really waiting for that integration scenario to be available in Business ByDesign, that they can foster the rollout of Business ByDesign on a global basis. From a technology standpoint, the November release of 2016 gave you the OData modeler, which simply means you can access each and every Business ByDesign object via the OData web service interfaces, be it read, be it write. That was an important ask from our partners and an important step which we wanted to make. And yes, we are growing permanently our so-called public solution model, which is the catalog of all of the web services and dedicated web services available with Business ByDesign. That much about the integration and enablement, innovations in user interface, performance, and usability. User interface, I said it already, HTML5 user interface. We will finish the transitioning to HTML5 by the middle of 2017. It may either be the May release or the August release when we deliver the last key user capabilities. But that is not the end. Once we are done with the desktop UI, we will focus on the mobile UIs and do more there. After that, we will invest a lot more into the analytics UI. So also that is an ongoing journey, but it will be a very important milestone by the middle of this year to finish the HTML5 transition program, to then announce that we will sunset the Silverlight user interface somewhere in 2018, 2019. But all core development, all innovations will be done exclusively on the HTML5 environment. Performance is a big topic. We have both dimensions now. We have customers who are processing super large number of volumes. So many business documents. One of the leading customers there who we're working with is the Dutch Post. Another dimension are despite the fact that 98% of all of my customers process sales orders with less than 5 line items, I have a number of customers who need 50 line items, 100 line items. I've even heard sales orders with 1,000 line items. I wouldn't want to do invoice reconciliation for these kind of sales orders, but there's work to be done, and we will focus on constantly improving performance. At the moment, if you look into the reporting that is available to all of the customers, we see an average response time around 2.2 seconds. We believe that with the HTML5 user interface and you switching over from Internet Explorer 11 to the more modern browsers, be it Edge, be it Chrome, you will see a significant improvement in user interface rendering times. So also that is one dimension of this topic. Good. With that, let me give you a quick idea about how Business ByDesign now looks like. I've logged on here to my reference system tenant in Business ByDesign. What you can see is the FIORI-based user interface, with all of the information associated to it, with the built-in analytics. And if we do the standard demo that I'm doing for years now, then I can say here, analyze the data. Key message from my side is we've left the user interface to a large degree as it was before. As we are new in 2017, we obviously only see the data for January, but that doesn't matter for this exercise here. Let me just switch to a tabular view and show you how I can now select additional criteria that I would like to see. For example, the ABC classification account, and let's take the sales orders. If I then click once here, the system regenerates the report. Here we're using the HANA in-memory capabilities. And if I want to analyze now this one order here for $35,000, then I click on View Sales Order. The system brings up the order for me, sold to a company AAA, and I sold them an engine. Amazing. If I want to know a bit more about this order, you know that you can always click on the More button. The system then retrieves the history, and the first thing I see here is the document flow with a sales order, the outbound delivery, customer invoice, clearing and payment allocation. So an end-to-end business process. If I want to know a bit more about the customer invoice, I just click on it, and if I want to see the paper representation, then one click on Preview is sufficient, and I have here the customer invoice as the customer will see it. That much for the desktop UI. As I said, once we are done with the desktop UI, we will focus on the mobile user interface. Mobile is key. Already today, more than 50% of all interactions with Business ByDesign come from mobile applications. Therefore, let me give you a sneak preview on the mobile applications that we will have in the year 2017. Let me therefore show you how that will look like. I'm now mirroring here my iPhone, and let me just show you as a first thing an application which you may already know. It's called Project to Go. The Project to Go application is one of the special purpose applications that we built during the course of last year. It serves particularly for the members of your project who want to report back time, who want to see what kind of work they are doing, or who simply want to see who are the members of my team and directly interact with them. This application is built on an open source framework called Cordova. We've obviously built a couple of extensions to it, but this technology will be also provided to our customers and partners so that they can build mobile applications on their own, special purpose mobile applications. Another alternative would be to use SAP's HANA Cloud Platform with all of the mobility services. With that framework, you can even build offline capabilities and many things that may be very relevant for the customer or the partner there. So that as an example here for a special purpose app. Let me show you one more category. And these are the quotes and quotes mobile apps that you know for years now in Business by Design, where we can now log on. And the system brings up here now the new HTML5 representation. You can see the FIORI look and feel that we have here, and I can switch to the different areas where I have access to, be it the Launchpad, be it home, or if I want to do something in the area of account management, I can click here on accounts, say all accounts, and you have the normal applications that you've known for years in Business by Design. So that is then the answer to all those customers who are using mobile apps today and who say, okay, how will they look like in 2017? So that will be the mobile player, also using the HTML5 user interface of Business by Design. Then on the mobile devices and with the Cordova environment, we will support both iOS devices as well as Android devices. That much as a short idea about how Business by Design will look like in 2017. With that, thanks a lot for your attention and have a great 2017.